18 pounds, 8 ounces, 20 pounds, 6 ounces, 15 pounds, and an ounce. I got that adrenaline in 'em, not knowing when I'm never gonna slow up in 'em, ready to snap any momentum, thinking it's time to go get 'em, they ain't gonna know what hit 'em, when they get me with the
What's going on? We just got back from back-to-back tournaments. We had Lake Okeechobee and Lake Seminole back-to-back. It's rainy now. Going to take this as a day to unload the boat, get the rods out that I'm not going to need for a while, unload some stuff out of the truck, try to get everything back organized. We've got a long break though, and then we can get back on the road in April to go start back up at Lake Murray. So for right now, just kind of trying to get stuff back in order, back in the flow of things at home.
First day not been fishing in a month.
And we might go.
Oh, today?
Nah, if this rain slacks up though, maybe. But, you know, these last two tournaments were pretty similar. The fish bit similarly on both lakes, for me especially. Kept it pretty simple, decided to go down there with 15 or 20 rods, you know, 3 or 4 flipping rods, a couple frog rods, 3 or 4 swim jig rods, and then, you know, some spinning rods. Obviously you got to have those all the time, and then a couple jerkbait stuff for forward face sonar. Use those on both of those places, but for the most part kept it pretty simple. You know, shallow water, grinding, flipping a lot, frogging a lot, swim jigging a lot, that kind of stuff. The Apex got a workout. If y'all watched day one of live coverage, y'all saw me catch quite a few of them on the Apex swim jig in black and blue smoke, which is my absolute favorite color, especially in the pre-spawn. But anyways, we're going to kind of go through and do a vlog style video for Lake Okeechobee. That's where we're going to show more of the behind the scenes stuff, not as much of the actual fishing in the boat, because, you know, the camera quality that we have it on a tattoo pole, gets really, really good actual focus on the camera. It doesn't shake a lot, doesn't move a lot. It's actually a really good angle. But that quality of content is just not quite as good, so we're going to try to do it a little bit different, do more behind the scenes stuff, a couple fish catches maybe, but for the most part, it's going to be primarily a vlog style video. So this video is sponsored by Shop Karl's. If y'all have not got a Karl's Club membership already, go over there and get one. Check it out. They give y'all lots of discounts, lots of new colors on baits where they come out, early access to baits before other people can get them, and you save a lot of money on your tackle. So it's the time of year now to really be stocking up on tackle. This, whenever the kind of fishing season kicks off for a lot of people, it's just a really good time to go ahead and stock up. But anyways,
Striker's also having some, like, they have a lot of good sales right now going on their site also.
Striker also is having some sales, some closeout type sales. They just got a new rain suit. It's called the Vortex rain suit. Super lightweight, but it's going to be very affordable. I think it's like $199 a piece. What is it?
Wow, we should just cut to you standing in the rain in the suit doing like a weatherman thing.
Like John Cruz did, just lay on the ground and get rained on in the new Striker Vortex suit. We're not going to do that quite yet, but we might be fishing in it very soon. It's a lot more of an affordable style rain suit. You know, it's not going to be $1,000. I think it's somewhere around $400 for the pant, for the bibs, and the jacket. So a lot more affordable for most people. So the Vortex rain suit, really, really good though. I got one in, wore it some. Luckily we haven't had to fish in the rain too much, but you know, I'll be ready now. Anyways, so kind of getting stuff ready. I stayed shallow on both of those last two lakes. I had a school of fish found deep on Seminole with a forward face sonar. Never went to them. I thought the fish were coming to me, and what I was doing, a lot of guys in my area were catching them really, really well around me. So I thought that I was going to be able to have actually a little bit better tournament than I ended up having fishing the way that I was fishing. And I had some key bites that I didn't land, but that's how it's going to go whenever you're fishing, you know, for 3 days straight. But anyways, like I said, lots of flipping, lots of frogging, lots of swim jigging, that kind of stuff. Made for a couple really fun tournaments. On Okeechobee, I think I weighed in every single fish throwing a frog. And then on Seminole, I weighed in most of the fish throwing a swim jig. So, you know, that's just kind of standard how I want to fish. But we're just kind of organizing right now. Organizing today.
You said these two tournaments were some of your most fun Elite Series ones?
Okeechobee was for sure. I went to Okeechobee. I wasn't that scared, but I was just embracing the grind. You know, like I was embracing the suck. You know, you kind of got to embrace it when you go down there, because it's not a very good place to fish, in my opinion. You know, like it's a good lake whenever it's fishing well. It's just not fishing well right now. There's not much clear water. Very, very tough. You got to get around a lot of boats. You got to hope you're one of the boats that just happens to catch a big one amongst the sea of boats. So kind of a unique way to fish, but I just kind of went down there ready to embrace the grind and just flip all day, frog all day, swim jig all day, whatever it took to actually get those bites and catch them, you know. And it actually turned out to be a lot better tournament than I was expecting. Went to a little place where I thought I was going to catch a limit, ended up catching a big one early, caught another big one, decided to stay in that area all day, and then caught another big one right for weigh in on day one, gave me 18 something. And that kind of clued me in how many big fish were actually pulling up in that area. So I committed to it for the rest of the tournament, caught 20 pounds and some ounces on day 2. And then on day 3, had a bad day. On the way in, like 15 and a half or 16 pounds. Something I can't remember exactly, but I think it was a little bit less than 16 pounds. And that was kind of the day where I had the best opportunities. I had the chance then to have the most quality bites, and I just didn't land them. So that's how it goes sometimes. But that ended up being one of my most fun tournaments I've had on the Elites. First day I had to catch 25 or 30 on a frog. Just tremendous. Like super fun. They were just biting that thing. On day 2 the numbers kind of went down, but I caught one that was a little bit bigger than what I had caught previously. So probably caught 20 or 25 on day 2. But I had a 5.5 pounder and 2 4s, so that helps. And then on day 3 I caught, 2 good ones, 3 more 2.5 pounders. So it ended up being a pretty good tournament, a fun tournament. But anyways, we're going to jump right into the Okeechobee vlog style video.
What the?
Almost hit that frog in the bushes. It's going to go. I hit the bank, then I'm going to go. Bloop, bloop, bloop. 6 pounder. That's how it's going to go. Exactly like that. We about to bust them on a frog.
So what you think you'll be good for today?
I don't know. I'm planning on catching me about 14 pounds early. 14 pounds in about 2 or 3 hours, and then run out until late. But all I can do is catch what bites. I just feel like you can do it in there. Potential's there for a big bag too, I believe. Just gotta, get the bites and land them. Game time. Can't believe it. Cannot believe it. Should I bust the J's out? Tiptoeing in my Jordans.
Tiptoeing in my Jordans. I done came down, tiptoeing in my Jordans. Just cop the Porsche, tiptoeing in my foreign.
Those are the shoes that I wore for like 3 years when I qualified. Fished the Elites. I made like 5 top 10s out of these shoes. So I figure I might as well bust them out. They might be lucky. I always called them my lucky shoes, but I never really believed in it. Figure I might as well bust them out to start the season. Busted up old Jordans to start the year. Goal for today is catch everything that bites. I think I can get some bites today. Hopefully I can get 12 or 15 bites. If I get 12 or 15 bites fishing the way that I fish, I should get a big one at some point. So that's the goal. Fish with the baits that I know catch big ones. Try to get over 10 bites, and if you catch 12 or 15, you don't catch a big one, got nothing to do. That's all you can do is fish for baits that catch big ones in areas where big ones live, and then good things usually happen. So that's the plan.
Yeah. Yeah. Tiptoeing in my Jordans. I done came down, tiptoeing in my Jordans. Just cop the Porsche, tiptoeing in my foreign. You motherfuckers boring. You sleeping on me, snoring. Don't worry, cause I'm tiptoeing in my Jordans. I done came down, tiptoeing in my Jordans.
What up?
Did you have a good first day?
Yeah, it was good.
Did you have fun?
Yeah, it was fun.
I didn't want to interrupt you.
Yeah, it's all good.
Thank you, sir.
Hard to write on the shirt. No problem though. Four and a half pounder, I was like, start wasting some. That's what I did.
Thank you, bud. Bye,
So we had a fun day. We're not going to be that great in the standings, but we had a lot of fun out there.
From Alabama, get loud, ladies and gentlemen, for Karl Welcher. 5 fish here today for Karl Welcher. Great to have you back on the Bassmaster Elite Series. Missed you in the off-season. 5 fish for 18 pounds, 8 ounces, and a good start for Stone Cold Karl Welcher.
Top of the world, the globe is spinning, spinning. If you know, I've been on a mission, go. Okay, let's get it. Got a little time on my hands like a wristwatch.
18 pounds, 8 ounces, and you're sitting in 13th place. That's more like it.
Yeah, I really feel like I was fishing better this week. Had an off year kind of last year, but I'm glad to be back. You know, we had a lot of fun out there today. I actually caught a lot more fish than I anticipated and got some lucky bites. So, I mean, I'm actually kind of happy that we're on Okeechobee right now and you're around those kind of big ones, because whenever they decide to bite, they're extremely aggressive, and we had a lot of fun out there catching some today.
Keep it going. We'll see you back here tomorrow.
Oh, this is copyrighted material. You can't.
You can do it again, though. It don't matter.
What did you text me? There may be a different question.
Well, you text me and said...
Something about patterns?
No, not patterns. It was about the mentality of the classic and the pressure and stuff, I think.
Yeah, this stuff totally different.
Okay, all right,
This is
gotcha.
more classic. Good deal. So, it's Kyle, second place at Classic last year. You come with a lot of momentum. Different place this time. We're going to talk about classic patterns that may occur Fort Loudon, Tellico. Knowing what you know, and having been there 2 years ago, what do you think may be some of the classic patterns that could come into play? And would you be looking for smallmouth, largemouth, or a mixed bag?
So whenever you're fishing there, you have to, in my opinion, fish in an area where you can catch both big smallmouth and big largemouth, and they at some point get on the same type of stuff.
Right.
And in March, when they're pre-spawning, you can catch them on some of those shallow rocks, shallow docks, and you have a chance at an 18-inch smallmouth and a chance at a big largemouth. I think you'll see somebody commit to try to fish for largemouth, and they'll probably catch a big bag, but I don't think they're going to be able to consistently catch that 15-pound mark that's probably going to take. So I think if you're not mixing in some smallmouth, I don't think you're going to be able to, after 2 or 3 days, sustain the weight it's going to take to win.
So a sustainable pattern has to be a mixed bag, you think, for 3 days.
I think you should lean more on the smallmouth than anything. But yes, a sustainable pattern will definitely be both. And it's going to be definitely those pre-spawn places where they're moving to before they spawn. Like, they're going to be somebody's going to find an area that the fish are coming to every single day, and that's going to be the person that wins that tournament.
Gotcha. And typical pre-spawn type presentation, some movie bait, some dragging stuff.
Yeah, you'll see jigs play pretty big. Be flipping the jig on rocks, wood, docks, all that type of stuff. You see vibrating jigs, a lot of cranking. I think a crankbait will be a big player there this time, and then you also see some swim baits, whether it be small little ones or big ones. You'll probably see some swim baits too.
The one bait that could catch a big pre-spawn smallmouth or largemouth, what would that one bait be?
Flat side crankbait.
Okay.
That's my opinion.
Nice. Why do you think that particularly?
I just think that it's the most efficient way to fish that 3 to 6 foot depth rock, where those largemouth and smallmouth are going to be pre-spawned. I think it's the most efficient way to fish it.
And the flat side, that time of year, is something particular about that action that you like?
Yeah, so pre-spawn, those fish seem to not want something extremely violent as far as the vibration goes. So I think that little bit more subtle action, smaller profile is going to be the one that triggers some bigger fish.
Nice. So you think if the guy gets 15 pounds a day, mixed bag sometimes, 15 pounds a day, you think that could be a winning average or a top 10 average?
It'll definitely be a top 10 average, but I would not be surprised at all. I would say 15 pounds a day a winner. Yeah.
Okay.
It may take like 47, but it's going to be close to that.
Yeah. Awesome. Good deal. Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Big yawn. Good morning.
What up?
It's day 2.
Day 2, Lake Okeechobee. Set in pretty good position actually. Had 18.8 yesterday on day 1.
What was that doing?
Oh, that was eating a frog yesterday. Big time. So, throw that frog up there. That happened about 25 times yesterday. Probably caught 25 on a frog yesterday, which is unbelievable. But, that's fun. Very fun. The thing about this week is we just got to keep the pace. 18 pounds is not a great bag for one day, but if you do it for 2 days, it's really good. If you do it for 3 days, it's exceptionally good. So, you know, just kind of trying to steady Eddie it this week. Catch me another 17.5 plus today, another 17.5 plus tomorrow, see if we can't make the top 10. So that's kind of what we're trying to do this week. You know, you're not going to win this tournament without catching some of those huge key fish, 7-pounders, 6-pounders. You need two or three of them in one day to really win this tournament. And you know, you can't really control that. You know, it either happens or it don't. Like, I don't know this lake good enough to know exactly where I need to be fishing every single time. So for me, if a couple 6-pounders jumps on my dang thing, I'll probably have a really big bag. If not, I'm just gonna try to minimize the negative possibilities by catching as many 2.5-pounders as possible. So catching a lot of 2 1/4s. Just gotta catch some of them 6-pounders. 2 6-pounders today. That'll do it. At a launch. Need to catch them today. Had a lot of fun yesterday. Hope we do it again.
Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Alabama, Stone Cold Karl Welcher. Two-time Bassmaster winner. From Fort Worth, Texas.
Good. I need one. Alright, let's get it started right. I'm gonna strap my trolling motor first though. Oh, that's what he likes too? That one come up today, about 3.5-pounder. Came up, frog went this way, and 3.5-pounder went this way. Right back in the water. It may not have been 3.5, but it was a good one.
Rotate them.
Goodbye.
Yeah. Need one of them 8-pounders.
Good job.
Thank you.
That one's not foil?
Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Alabama. Get loud for Karl Welcher. At 18 pounds, 8 ounces yesterday. 5 fish out of that here today. Get him inside that cut. 18.8 yesterday. Today, 20 pounds, 6 ounces. Not a problem. Well within the top 50 in 11th place. Flirting with our top 10 going into semifinals Saturday. 38 pounds, 14 ounces, and it's got to feel good to get the season off to a great start.
It definitely feels good, and you know, I came to Florida this time kind of with a different outlook. Last year I came to Florida and tried to do like Florida things, and it seems like every time I come in here and just fish my strengths and go fast and fish stuff that looks good, I always seem to have good tournaments. So I've had a ton of fun these past 2 days. I'm throwing my absolute favorite bait to throw, favorite rod, favorite reel, everything. Like, this is exactly how I want to catch them, and I'm just glad we can go do it again tomorrow.
Well, get rigged and ready. We'll see you back here tomorrow morning.
No problem. You want on the bottom? You ain't got much room left.
Are you?
Yeah.
Hope that's enough.
I don't think it's going to be, but I hope to.
Yeah. Well, you guys are saying 20.
Yep.
20's enough.
Yep. First Bassmaster League Series tournament of the year, and we made cut number 1. Goal is to make 9 of these this year. Well, we're only like just over a pound out of the top 10. So today, another really solid, consistent day gives us a shot of making that top 10. We're gonna have to catch one of those giant bags today to have a chance to get back in this and win it. But you know, if I catch something in that 20 to 21 pound range, I think we really got a shot to actually make the top 10. So that's the goal right now. Go out there, be consistent, catch us 20, rise up a little bit, try to make this top 10, and then head out of here and go to Seminole with some good momentum. So pretty excited about it today. Been catching them, doing exactly what I want to do. My absolute favorite way to fish. So it's pretty fun whenever it all works out like that in a big tournament like this. Need a big one today. Need a 6-pounder today.
I got that adrenaline momentum, get 'em, not knowing when I'm never gonna slow up and I'm ready to snap any momentum, thinking it's time to go get 'em, they ain't gonna know what hit 'em, when they get people with the
What you got?
I hope you're right, 15-3.
Is a Bassmaster Classic qualifier from Alabama. Get loud for Stone Cold Karl Welcher. 38 pounds, 14 ounces. Coming into today, 5 fish here today.
Look, they said that I couldn't do it, so I went and did it. W's only, you know.
15 pounds and an ounce inside the top 10 right now in 7th place with 53 pounds and 15 ounces. Get loud for Karl Welcher.
Let's get it. Got a little time on my hands like a wristwatch. I don't got time for the breaks and the pit stop. Race through the gridlock, take it like Chris Rock. Right to the chin, still win. Heavy metals like
53 pounds, 15 ounces inside the top 10 for now. But regardless, you're going to roll out of town with a great start to the season.
Yeah, no doubt. And to be honest with you, whenever I came down here, I was a little bit scared of this lake. You know, you hear that from a lot of guys. This lake's very overwhelming. It's very big. It can be fickle. But I actually had probably one of the most fun tournaments I've ever fished. Has been on the Bassmaster Lee Series. I threw a frog literally the entire time of this tournament, and I probably caught, I don't know, 70 fish over the course of this tournament on a frog, and that's always a good week. So, but like you said, just glad to have some good momentum going into Seminole, because that's another one that's big and overwhelming and hard to run around on. So some momentum going into that one will definitely help.
Keep it rolling. Looking forward to a great season with you.
Knock, knock, let the devil in, malevolent as I've ever been. Head is spinning, this medicine screaming, dick, 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 medicine. It dick, dick, like a solid ball. Edgar Allan Poe, bedridden, should have been dead a long time ago. Liquid Tylenol, gelatin, sneak my skeletons melting.